Welcome to the T. Allen Haynes Radio Show. Conversations with elite business leaders from around the world. And now, here is your host, T. Allen Haynes.
Welcome back to the show. We've got a great guest for you today. We have Magnus Unemyr, and he is a marketing, automation, and artificial intelligence consultant and author and speaker. He's based out of Sweden, but works internationally and has given talks around the world on software development and digital marketing. His 25 years of experience include senior positions in the global software arena, including Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Product Manager, Product Marketing Manager, Project Manager, and Software Developer. He also co-founded a successful software tools company. And over the past few years, he has focused on creating leading-edge marketing strategies using some of the world's most advanced marketing automation tools. And these tools can dramatically increase the capacity of small and mid-sized businesses to establish a global brand experience and presence, increase leads and conversions, and dramatically amplify their marketing efforts. His passion is in creating well-oiled marketing machinery to generate valuable lead generation, strengthen each step of the sales funnel, and make companies the go-to choice in their industries. Welcome to the show, Magnus.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thanks for being on the show. We're super excited what you're going to be able to offer the audience today. So let's just get right into it. Tell us a little bit about your business and how you're helping clients.
So I am a marketing automation consultant, and I also write books about marketing automation and marketing with artificial intelligence. But my background really is as a marketeer or co-owner of a software company from the international software industry. But since a year or so ago, I am a solo entrepreneur and do consulting work, helping companies automate their sales processes and to automate the internet marketing activities.
So you're primarily focused on small businesses and entrepreneurs, or who's that exact audience?
I think I have a very wide selection of customers, from solo entrepreneurs up to some of the largest brands in the world. But I think most of my customers are smaller to medium-sized customers.
Excellent. So I understand you've been in this for about 20-some years. So tell us how this led to this field and how you got started in it.
Mm-hmm. So I really started as a software developer about 25 years ago, and just after a couple of years, I found it much more interesting to promote the software products I had previously developed. So I went over to the marketing department just after a couple of years as a software developer, and I have had various marketing positions in the software industry for 2 decades or more. Eventually becoming a co-founder and co-owner of a software company. We sold that company a year ago, and since then I'm working as a independent consultant, helping other businesses implement marketing automation strategies to automate their online activities and sales funnels.
Excellent. So let's go into that a little bit. What is the problem that you're finding with, people that want to set up this type of marketing, this automation? I mean, there's certain types of automation, but primarily, what are you solving?
I think that most people have a misconception on what marketing automation is, and to many people, marketing automation is just spamming people with a sequence of fairly irrelevant emails. And to me, marketing automation is a much more targeted solution whereby we build a machinery that nurtures the leads in a context-specific and way that is adapted to each individual person. So I think most people think that marketing automation is just sending spammy emails, and I think that is a very wrong way to use marketing automation.
Yeah, that's pretty basic function of it. So it's so advanced now, but we'll get into that in just a minute. But share with us, was there a particular book that's motivated you or inspired you along the way?
I don't think there was any particular book, but I have been reading quite a lot about solo entrepreneurship and how to build a personal brand, and that have perhaps not inspired me in terms of learning more about marketing automation, but it has certainly inspired me in my entrepreneurship on the solo entrepreneur business. And I think that, for example, the book Known by Mark Schaefer has been a great inspiration to me.
I mean, you've been involved with this for over 20 years. What really drives you and, your passion to help the people that you help?
I think my main passion is to help automate businesses or put them on autopilot, thereby leveling the playing field a little bit, such that also people with less technical expertise can put their business on autopilot and create touch points with their leads and nurture them automatically in a better way.
So tell us a little bit, what's the difference between basic marketing automation and advanced marketing automation?
So I think that goes back a little bit to the question we discussed before, whereby many people think that marketing automation is just a registration form on the website, and whoever signs up in that form will receive a sequence of fairly irrelevant emails over the next few months. I think that a little bit more advanced marketing automation do a lot more. In particular, they may implement fairly intricate sales funnels where a lot of decision logic adapts the email flow dependent on how someone actually behaves. So, for example, if you have a webinar, then proper marketing automation logic around that webinar would be to not only send out invites initially and then reminders maybe 1 day before and 1 hour before the webinar, but having a marketing automation system understand who actually attended the webinar and send different follow-up sequences after the webinar to those who attended versus those who didn't attend. So for people who didn't attend the webinar they had registered to, we can send them a follow-up sequence, for example, recommending them to watch the replay. To those who actually attended the webinar, we can send a different set of emails that includes a soft sales message, and those emails could then, for example, contain a call to action button that drives traffic to a online booking form or an online calendar whereby they can book the sales call automatically to the sales guy who don't need to negotiate suitable time for the call, for example. So it's very much about automating the sales process and creating sales funnels that adapt their behavior dependent on how people behave as well. So it's not a static sequence of a few emails, but rather dynamically changing logic that adapts its behavior according to how people behave.
So it goes a little bit further than an autoresponder, huh?
Oh, absolutely. So an autoresponder is just email marketing in my mind. It's not proper marketing or automation.
Yeah, I remember back in the early 90s where, that was the game changer was autoresponder. But absolutely. So how can marketing automation be improved with integration to external data and systems?
So one example was what I just mentioned. If we integrate a marketing automation system to a webinar platform, then we can make the follow-up logic automated and much better. Another example would be to integrate the marketing automation system to a video marketing platform in such a way that we can detect how people watch video clips on our website. So, for example, we can detect that certain leads who are known to the system watch a movie over 30 seconds, and then we can send a specific set of emails to those. Other leads may have watched less than 30 seconds, and then we send a different set of emails to them. Whoever have watched the video more than twice, we send a third sequence of emails with a different content, and whoever haven't watched the video clip on the website, we send a fourth set of emails to. So, for example, if we have a marketing automation system that is integrated to a video marketing platform, the marketing automation system can know how individual website visitors are watching the video clip. So whoever has watched over 30 seconds of a video clip, we can send one set of emails to. People who have watched less than 30 seconds of a video clip, we send a second set of emails to. Whoever hasn't watched the video clip on the website, we send a third set of emails to. So, for example, using videos, we can send different follow-up sequences depending on how they have watched the video. Our examples is something called lead scoring, where we can measure the activities someone does on the website. So we can assign credits or credit scores to different activities. So if someone watches one page on the website, that gives +1. If you have a PDF download and someone downloads the PDF, that may give a +5 in credit score. And then we add different activities together, and then we can get a score on how this particular lead have engaged with the website versus other people, and then the different engagement level can then trigger different workflows and different follow-up sequences, for example.
Perfect. That's very cool. Can you share with us an example of how you've helped someone and the results?
Yes. For example, today I was visiting a customer, and we designed a couple of sales funnels and implemented those in a marketing automation system. And this customer gets a number of anonymous visitors to the website. And thanks to the automated sales funnel, we convert them to known leads with the contact information. And then we can send a set of follow-up emails to them and invite them to a webinar, a self-playing webinar. And dependent on whether or not people actually came to the webinar, then we send different follow-up emails to the different groups. And those follow-up emails drives traffic to a online calendar where they can schedule a call to the sales guy automatically. So a lot of the sales process is automated. The leads that actually engage with the sales guy are converted automatically from the website and are nurtured and warmed up. And they even pick the time in the calendar such that the sales guy doesn't really have to make any cold calls or spend time negotiating suitable times for the phone call.
So how do you
obviously
feel?
Makes the sales guys more efficient.
Oh, perfect. So how do you feel? I mean, everybody jumped on board with the webinars. Is that still an effective way to market?
I think it is a very, very effective way to market. If you have a lot of information to share about your products. So I think that if you are in the B2B space, or if you sell, for example, high-ticket training courses or have tech products, it's a great way. If your product is very simple in its nature and if there isn't a lot of things to say about your product, perhaps it's a less perfect fit.
Ah, interesting. So what do you feel should be the first thing that the listener should think about when they're thinking about setting up this system, so to speak?
I think that the first thing you should always do is to make sure there's an incentive on the website to register. So rather than just having a contact form where people may sign up for a newsletter email, make sure that you have a leads magnet, usually a PDF of some value, as an incentive that helps people choose to download this PDF. So that increases the conversion ratio quite a bit if you have something of value to trade in return for their email address. Secondly, I would like to say that it is very good to segment the leads and try to send the information that is only relevant to this particular person at the right time. So don't send one set of newsletter emails to everyone, but rather try to find out a little bit more about the different people in your list and make sure that you only send relevant information for the different subgroups or segments in your list.
So when you say give them something in return, are you primarily leading them to the lead magnet, or are you leading them to the webinar up front, or are you kind of introducing the webinar?
I think the webinar itself can be a lead magnet. If the webinar shares educational information of value, then the webinar itself is a lead magnet as well. So it doesn't need to be very salesy. It can also be a webinar that shares information and educates the visitor as well. And in such case, the webinar is the lead magnet also.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So I understand you've written a book you released in 2018. Tell us a little bit about your book.
So I've written actually a few books, and the first book was more on the traditional marketing automation. The last book I wrote was more on the advanced side of things, and it's called DataDriven Marketing with Artificial Intelligence. And this book is geared towards how to use artificial intelligence and machine learning for marketing. I think this is a very interesting field that will probably disrupt the marketing industry in just a couple of years.
Yes, absolutely. The audience is mixed, so who do you feel that can take advantage of this, pretty quickly?
I think that anyone can use AI in their marketing. Probably in just a couple of years' time, pretty much everyone will use AI-driven marketing. Perhaps they might not be aware of it because largely AI will be integrated into the marketing software we already use, and it will be installed under the bonnet of the software, and the users or the marketeers will probably not even be aware there is AI or more accurately machine learning technologies inside the product. So largely AI will be hidden inside the marketing software we buy and use daily.
So what systems are available now for the listeners to take advantage of? I mean, you've got your webinar systems, you've got all other kind of marketing systems, you've got ClickFunnels. What do you recommend that they utilize to take advantage of this?
I think that depends very much dependent on what kind of business it is, but you can use AI in hundreds of different ways already in their marketing. For example, in competitor or marketing intelligence, predictive pricing, automatic ads purchase, and ads campaign optimization. There are many usages of AI in email marketing, for example. Conversion ratio optimization, where you try different layouts of a landing page to see which version provides a better conversion ratio is a very interesting topic. There are AI-based genetic algorithms that can auto-generate thousands of different layout variations of a landing page and automatically find out which works best. So it's kind of continuous, large-scale A/B testing, more or less, that goes on automatically, and AI can help drive that and find out which landing page design provides the best conversion ratio. So there are many, many examples. I believe that most marketing software solutions will, in a couple of years' time, use machine learning to optimize the email sending. In terms of email marketing, there are many different usages of AI or machine learning. For example, instead of sending one email to 100,000 people at the same time, email marketing software can choose to send one email at 100,000 different times, such that every recipient gets the email at the time that increases the chance of that person opening the email the most. The email cadence can be optimized for each individual person using machine learning. There are already AI-based software that can help increase the open rate of emails by auto-generating email subject lines that are individualized for different groups of recipients, for example.
Very interesting. So is there have you developed some kind of program to do this?
I have been the product manager of AI software development projects, but that is more custom designed solutions. I think most marketers will just go out to the open market and buy some commercial off-the-shelf software solution that uses AI to improve the marketing result. And there are already hundreds of marketing software solutions on the market that you can buy today that uses machine learning.
Excellent. So if people or the listeners are interested in finding out how you can help them, what's the best way for them to do that?
I think they can visit my website, unemyr.com, or read my blog on marketing automation, which is on unemyr.com/blog. That could be a good start.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much for all the great information about artificial intelligence. We really appreciate it.
And thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So there you have it for this edition of the show. We'll see you the next time.
Thanks for listening to the T. Allen Haynes Radio Show with T. Allen Haynes. Conversations with elite business leaders from around the world. We will see you next time on the T. Allen Haynes Radio Show.